Okay, let's talk about something that can be so confusing: fertility treatments. It's a world filled with acronyms, and today we're going to break down that jargon. We're going to get you the clarity you need to really understand what these options mean. So let's just dive right in.
Let's just be real for a second. When you first start looking into fertility treatments, the explanations can feel, well, completely overwhelming. It's like you're hit with this wall of information, and if you've ever just sat there feeling totally lost in the conversation, trust me, you are not the only one.
You hear these letters thrown around, right? IVF, ICSI, PGT-A, and you kind of nod along because what else are you going to do? But it's so common for people to go down a certain treatment path without ever getting a crystal clear understanding of why that specific option was chosen for them over another. We're going to fix that today. So first things first, we've got to tackle a huge misconception that really gets in the way of understanding any of this. And that's this idea that out of all the choices, there's one that's just the best one. This, right here, this is probably the most important thing to really let sink in. It's not about finding some kind of superior treatment. It's about finding the treatment that is right for you and your unique situation. So if it's not about which one is better, then what is the real difference? Well, it all comes down to one single word: purpose. Each of these treatments is designed to do a very specific job. Understanding that job, that's the whole key.
All right, so let's get right into it. Let's decode these options. We're going to look at each one, not through all the complicated medical jargon, but just by asking, what is it actually supposed to do? What's its goal? Okay, so look at it this way. Standard IVF, its whole purpose is to create an environment where fertilization can happen on its own, kind of like how it would naturally. ICSI, on the other hand, steps in to give that process a direct helping hand when it's needed. And then you have PGT-A, which, well, it's not even about fertilization at all. Its job is to test the embryos you already have to get a clearer picture of the probabilities. See? 3 totally different jobs. So once you get that, once you understand the different purposes, the entire conversation shifts. Suddenly, the focus isn't just on the clinic's menu of options. The focus turns back to you. And this is the question that only you can answer. It goes so much deeper than just asking which one has the highest success rate. The real question is, what actually matters most to you on this journey? Maybe for you, time is absolutely everything. Or maybe what's more important is the number of cycles you're willing and able to go through. Or maybe you're all about the hard numbers, the raw statistics. And so importantly, what about the physical and emotional toll it takes on your body? The right choice is different for everybody because these priorities, they're incredibly personal.
And that's why this is so important. An explanation from a doctor that just ends with, "So, this is the one I recommend," can actually be kind of dangerous. Because what you really, really need isn't just to be told what to do. It's to understand why a certain path makes sense for you, your body, and your priorities.
So how do you make that happen? How do you take control and make sure that you're at the center of this decision? Well, this next part is all about simple, actionable steps that empower you to do just that. The whole goal here is to make a really powerful mindset shift. You want to move away from being someone who just gets a treatment you were made to have, like a path that was just picked out for you, and move toward being someone who is having a treatment you chose, a decision that you actively made. And here is your toolkit. Seriously, the next time you're in a consultation, you just need 2 simple but incredibly powerful questions. First, are there other options available to me? And second, for my specific situation, what are the pros and cons of each one? These questions, they open up a real conversation. And that right there, that's the whole point. By just asking those simple questions, the entire dynamic shifts. It's no longer just a path that you were put on by somebody else. It becomes a path that you have understood, considered, and consciously chosen for yourself. And believe me, that makes all the difference in the world.